Well, I'm sailing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should I been, could I been, would I been dead if I didn't get a message going to my head? I am what I am. Oh, baby, think you can be my girl, I'll be your man. Someone for the phone, tell her where the little bo peep coming from my. Beware, take care, stare. Oh, baby, please be there. So my kiss could be my share. my kiss. Like a man can't see, all I really wanna be is free from a world that hurts me. I need relief. Do you want my girl to be your thief? Oh baby, just for you, I'll steal anything that you want me to. K-I-S-S-I-N-G, chicken deep, and I go banshee. It's how swimming in the sound of bow wow wow. Oh baby, please be there. Suck my kiss, cook me my share. Hate me, you can't hurt me. Suck my kiss, kiss me.
The Statue of Liberty beckoning brightly, a landmark feature here in New York City. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today is Nikola Vucevic.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
And you know, the thing he might do better than anything else, guys, is bang the offensive glass. I mean, he really works hard at that.
Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic. They've got some momentum coming into this one. They like to break free of this 1-1 even series tie.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
And he gets the bucket.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall. Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
Now here is Kirilenko. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Earlier, I spoke with Coach Lionel Hollins. With both a win and a loss against this team this season, Coach told me that the one key he wants his team to keep in mind is to play loose on the offensive end. He said, in our loss, we were much too static, and we overthought everything on the offensive end each trip down. I just want them to play a little bit more free. Let's see if the extra freedom is the key to their success, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. As we might have guessed, their offensive strategy playing heavily into their approach here, guys.
Well, that's kind of their identity as a team. This is a club that likes to score, that likes to really move the ball and execute. That's how they're able to win games.
But if that's their main focus, Steve, they need to get it going right away. If they don't get into a good rhythm early, then things could start to fall apart.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
A stupendous finish in traffic. Johnson's got 7.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Looking to end the run, and it's Gordon missing.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Here's Williams, and that one's good. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Well, Baron Williams has dealt with ankle issues that have held him back a notch from the level we saw in Utah. But he's right. I think he's still one of the best point guards in the league.
Now here is Harris, averaging 8 points a game.
And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
Williams kicks to Kirilenko. And Johnson with the block. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Plumlee kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. Here's Garnett. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That's good.
Johnson.
And Williams so tough to handle because Clark can pass and shoot and throw.
Yeah, and he has that killer crossover too, Kevin. He can put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Garnett out top. Right side, Kirilenko. Here's the feed to Williams. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Williams.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Bulls.
Yeah, you want to talk about a team that just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. That was a really ugly game for them.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder about the game plan, but really, it was more about a lack of execution than anything else. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Johnson dishes to Vucevic. Johnson, the pass to Gordon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
And the Nets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Johnson kicks to Gordon. Out to Payton. Harris outside. No good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 8. Williams attacking. Into Johnson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. If you look at the Magic, right now they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out Brooklyn, right now quite a ways down below.
You know, for the Magic, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Johnson with a screen on Williams. Payton, good.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-5 run here. Williams passes to Anderson. Johnson. Plumlee sets the pick for Johnson. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Vucevic. Anderson against Johnson. And that one's good. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Here's Williams. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Johnson outside. Johnson on him. Johnson against Johnson. There's the bucket. Good. And 11 points for Joe Johnson.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go. Nets leading by 6. Williams with the ball, averaging 18 points a game. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Gives him the lead pass. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
That was your next chance. Give it up.
Williams in the post, covered by Payton. Good on the shot. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's Kurylenko with the rebound.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it. Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Here's Williams. Johnson with a screen on Payton. Williams dishes to Johnson. To the inside. Plumlee powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Now here's Johnson. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 11 points for Johnson.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
A nice shot by Anderson.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn leading by 7. So on the floor for Orlando. Harris at the 4. Vucevic in the middle. Payton at the 1 with Oladipo by his side at the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, guys. Garbage man in their last game against the Heat got the job done. He finished with 42 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. We played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
Johnson outside. Puts up the baby hook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You're next.
Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating the shot with ease and never shying away from a big moment.
And you talk about Johnson's ability to get his shot off. 6'7", huge frame for a two-guard. And with his ball handling ability, he can really create space for himself.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Here is Bonner. From the stripe, 6 on the shot clock. Misses off the right iron. Harris with it. 8-point game. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
And that one falls for Johnson. Here's Williams. And it's Johnson penetrating. Gets it off. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Net.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
What a game we've seen here for Johnson. He's got 14 points and a block. Not missing much. In fact, hitting just about everything he's taken.
Can he keep this up? Wow.
Darren Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Kirilenko and Garnett are the veteran front court. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the basket by Johnson.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Payton against Williams. Payton kicks to Johnson. The dish to Harris. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Gordon. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Johnson outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Darren Williams.
Well, he really anchors their defense. You know, his teammates can lean on him. They know that he's going to be in the right spot. He's so smart, so skilled. Really the complete package at the defensive end of the floor.
And I just really admire his demeanor and consistency offensively. He's got tremendous composure and decision-making ability. He makes his teammates better.
Now here is Kirilenko, averaging 10 points per contest. Plumlee sets the pick for Johnson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league. Kevin Garnett now in his 20th season in the NBA. That is just hard to imagine. Plenty of wear and tear, obviously, and he's not been a guy who's ever taken plays off. He still plays the game with a very rare intensity.
And the basket good.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Johnson against Johnson. Johnson kicks to Williams. He dishes it to Garnett. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. There's the block. And here is Johnson. He's got 15. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Johnson left side. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson's shot is off.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kirilenko into the lane. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now here's Williams. From 12 feet out. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Alan Anderson's checked in for Brooklyn.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Joe Johnson on the wing. Fires, high post, and that one's good. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Williams, and here's Anderson from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Kevin Garnett is at the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. Doc Rivers won a title with him in Boston and simply can't say enough. As Coach Doc says, I get very emotional. He's the best teammate, the most unselfish superstar I've ever been around. Every coach should be able to coach KG just once to see what a true team player should be. Kevin, what a compliment.
A guy you love to play with and hate to play against. Doris, thanks. Brooklyn with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2. Johnson goes in, and he gets the bucket. Johnson's got 8 points here in this quarter. With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
Nicholson, defended by Anderson. Shot clock at 5, and the call will be against Alan Anderson. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. Johnson kicks to Nicholson. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. Nicholson's got 6.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Kirilenko with a screen on Oladipo. Ellinelli, he's guarded by Johnson. A 3 from Anderson, and good on the basket. Looking. He's got 11.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Back to Oladipo. Passes it to Nicholson. Magic moving the ball around. And here's Johnson outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Remains Brooklyn ball.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Look at Johnson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Johnson. Harris on the double team. Bellinelli passes to Bonner. Outside Kirilenko. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Here's Nicholson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now Williams. Feeds to Bonner. Working on Nicholson for the lead. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nets lead by 1. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. 7 lead changes already.
Another miss by Orlando. For Brooklyn, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Williams attacking. Pass to Kirilenko. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Open shot by Harris. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. First in assists, first in shooting percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
Yeah, the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. And this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
Here's Williams. Kept alive. And Plumlee kicks to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Anderson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Shot to stop the drought. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Kirilenko with a screen on Oladipo. Williams kicks to Plumlee. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Alan Anderson. Payton kicks to Gordon. Outside, Green. Payton outside. And not sure what he was thinking there. Now here's Johnson. 21 points in the game. Bellinelli dishes to Plumlee. He passes to Johnson. And it's blocked by Johnson. And we've reached the end of the third. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Johnson in at shooting guard. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Willie Green out there with Payton. The Magic trail by 6. Johnson goes in, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Orlando.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Payton against Williams. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now here's Vucevic. A shot by Johnson, no good. Nets leading by 4. It's Kirilenko on the wing, guarded by Green. It's Williams with the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the basket by Johnson.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Now here's Williams. Kicks to Kirilenko. Back to Williams. With the shot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Johnson, the pass to Gordon. And taken away by Johnson. It's Williams with the drive. Blocked. But they get it back. Garnett kicks to Williams. Johnson outside. Three-pointer. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. Johnson with a screen on Williams. Payton with the ball. Now Karolinko defending. Johnson for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Nice job from the three-point line this half.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Now here's Johnson. Clock at 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 28.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Johnson against Johnson. That's good.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
A 3 from Anderson. No good. And Orlando the other way now. Johnson attacking. No luck. Excellent D there from Williams.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
D2 from Anderson. Money from the wing.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
The Magic trailed by 5. Payton outside. Harris gets the screen from Johnson. Harris kicks to Payton. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Williams with the ball. Johnson outside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Payton's shot is off.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Anderson right side. Back to Williams. Dishes to Johnson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here's Payton. He kicks it to Johnson. To the middle. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Johnson against Payton. Anderson dishes to Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Garnett kicks to Anderson. Johnson misses the 3. Harris, right side. Payton. Johnson outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Nets leading by 9. Plumlee sets the pick for Williams. Now the feed to Plumlee. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Mason Plumlee.
Well, it looks like the Nets got a steal, taking Mason Plumlee with the 22nd pick in last year's draft.
Yeah, you know, he's listed as 6'11", but over 7 feet tall in shoes. I don't even know why they measure these guys without their shoes on. You're not playing barefoot. You're playing the game in your shoes. So that should be what you get measured at. I mean, every time he gets the ball close to the rim, he's looking to throw it down. I mean, I love his athleticism and the fact that he has a don't settle mindset. He's hungry, he's aggressive, and he plays with really nice force for a young guy.
And I would agree. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Johnson is guarded by Johnson. Shot from the top of the key. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Andre Karolinko is checked in for Alan Anderson. The Magic trail by 9. And here is Peyton. Pulls up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Johnson against Johnson. 6 to shoot. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Nets leading by 9. Outside Williams. Right side Williams. Johnson outside. Malenko into the lane. Now Gordon. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson from outside. That's good. Johnson's got 39.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Johnson against Johnson. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Now here's Williams. The dish to Garnett. Back to Williams. To stop the drought, and it's good on the way in. And the Nets lead by 8.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Peyton passes to Johnson. Back to Peyton. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Vucevic misses from short range. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So Orlando going.
You came away with 5 3-pointers on the night. Even with those numbers, it was not enough to keep your team from being on the losing end. How does it feel for all that effort to essentially go to waste?
Nothing we do out there is a waste, man. That's the wrong way to look at things. We took the loss, but we all have something to learn from this game. Coach was all over us in the locker room afterwards, and I'm sure he'll keep that up tomorrow at practice. Me hitting some threes just becomes a little more irrelevant when you lose a game because there are too many bigger things to focus on. But to call it a waste, man, that's just plain ignorant.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect, but that's how I am.